the aftermath where we was meeting the Queen, and there was 50,000 people on Leicester Square. And then I realized that, I should have charged a little more. That was a big film. It was wonderful to be part of it, and everybody's eyes were on Daniel Craig, of course, and he did a fantastic job. But I think that if anyone was nervous at that point, that would have been him. But he pulled it off magically. Secondly, the Hannibal thing, I mean, we knew we were not doing the same as the films. We were doing something completely different, and for that reason we jumped into it. But it would have been much easier if Anthony Hopkins sucked. He was amazing, so thank God we were going down a different path.
Was there any hesitation in taking that part? When the part was offered to you, was there or were you just, I'm taking it?
No, there was a hesitation, and for that reason, and also that we had to convince people that Hannibal Lecter is not necessarily coming from England. He's exotic. He's coming from Lithuania and has this beautiful Lithuanian accent. So obviously it was a lot of uphill climb on it, but once we started shooting, we focused on that, and we realized we were doing our own animal. That was a completely different way of telling the story than the films had done.
Well, and let's be honest, sure, Anthony Hopkins, great. Your Hannibal is sexy Hannibal. Right from the get-go, that is a sensual Hannibal Lecter. Did you plan playing that? Were you like, I'm gonna make this guy, like, he's gonna have charisma coming out the yang, or did that just come out as the performance?
One of the most difficult things to play is to play sexy. You don't have a chance in hell, right? The other guys in the room have to make you sexy. They have to go, oh my God. I mean, you can only walk in a certain way. I actually found Anthony Hopkins quite sexy as well.
Does your Hannibal Lecter listen to Barry White while he's eating people?
No, he's not. He's a classical musician guy, right? So it would be probably Mozart, I guess, or maybe the Doors. I'm not sure.
I feel like there is sort of a thread in the show because it's so artistic, it's so beautifully shot, but it's also filled with these people who are very. They like the finer things. Everyone is very well dressed. Everyone eats well, like Hannibal.
Hugh Dancy is well dressed. Rephrase that one. He's got one suit.
All right, let's focus on you. You're very well dressed. You eat only the finest things, aside from people. Is there a statement in there about sort of beware of the beautiful fine things?
Well, it's very aesthetic, the show, absolutely, and I think that is also a homage to the fact that this guy, Hannibal, he can't waste his time on bad food or bad company or bad wine. I mean, he's seizing the moment. Every second is important. So he's the kind of guy we should all live, not exactly like him, but we should at least embrace life the way he does. He has no time for being bored. No McDonald's in his life.
The thing that strikes me about watching Hannibal is there's no reason a show like that should have made it on TV. It's an R-rated movie every single week on broadcast television. Was there ever a sense when you guys were making this, like, we're lucky if they put this on TV? You know, and I'm glad it made it to television, but every time I would watch it, I would go, they really get away with a lot on that show.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine how we felt when we read the first script and the second script, and we were like, it's not gonna make it, it's not gonna make it. And then eventually he came up with the woman that was inside a horse that was carrying a bird in the heart. And we were like, all right, that's commercial time, I guess. But it made it, and for some reason it made it. And I think again, because it's not gore in your face, it's lifted. It's almost like in the spirit of Hannibal. It's lifted. Everything is lifted into a painting or a piece of music, right? And for that reason, I think we can get away with it. But but they're not so uptight about the bloody thing. It's more when we actually have sex. They don't like that. It never makes it, right? I mean, honestly, if you're having a sex scene with someone, you can't thrust, you can't move, you just lie there. It's like the most worst sex ever. I mean, but they pulled that through as well.
Did you've said before today, you said that you made the conscious decision that Hannibal, you'd be playing him differently. You wouldn't be trying to duplicate Anthony Hopkins. It wouldn't be an Anthony Hopkins impression. Was there ever any pushback on that? When you were doing it, was there ever any notes, say, from the network coming back going, more Anthony Hopkins?
I think there was. I didn't hear it, but I could tell that people were very energetic sometimes around me, like somebody got a phone call. But to be honest, we were trying to be determined that this is a TV show. We will have to tell this within 3 seasons or how many we will get. So I couldn't wink at the audience constantly, because that would make the cops even more stupid than they were, right? So honestly, all that winking thing that Anthony got away with, we couldn't do it because he was not in jail. He was out there trying to behave as normal as possible, right? So the winking thing had to happen in private moments. So we had to be patient and wait for that. But I'm sure that some of the producers were getting gray hair, like waiting forever.